Banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills, we're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And away we go in Cincinnati. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
In the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, it's May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's May. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Patriots have their punting unit out. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be Bengals football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 27. This will be caught by Watkins. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Play action now, Burrow. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A give up the gut to Walker. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Kyle Duggar hauling him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Throwing is Burrow. Walker hauls it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Offense marching it downfield on their opening drive. Here's a 1st and 10 from the 47. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Brown again. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
On 1, ready?
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. Now an inside give to Walker. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Burrow out of the shotgun. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. From the pocket, looking for a target. And he drives this forward to the 6. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like... We're all set to bring you the 2nd quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance. He finds him right side. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. Opportunity here for this defense if they can make this stop on 3rd and goal. Man in motion out of the slot. On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you've got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Running right with Mitchell. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. May now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
May now to throw on third. Makes the grab in bounds left side. A pickup there of 33 yards. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. May. That one's cut along the left sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Mitchell up the middle. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. A give left side to Stevenson. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up third and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack gonna cost them some yardage.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Bates' kick is up and good. And it'll knot this game up late in the second quarter.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Return starts at the 9. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30.
Ready?
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Walker running to the right. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Second down now, 7 to go. Slot man motioned over. Here's 2nd and 7. Taking a deep shot here. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get some late points and the lead. T. Higgins, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Made to throw it. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
To the air on 1st down, May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pete, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Trying to get that one to Jalen Polk. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. Tommy Townsend on the punt. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. He has it at the 13. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Burrow. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pass complete to Walker. And they make the tackle at the 38. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, Burrow to throw. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Receiver in motion, going left. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Has it at the 11. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Walker. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Burrow to the air now. Higgins makes the catch. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Burrow setting to throw. Into the hands of Walker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go.
On the carry, it's Walker. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. Burrow. He's got Andrews. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12.
Toss play, this is Walker. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Here we go.
Second and 10 now. Hits his running back. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third and short, it's Burrow. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. Hits the 20. And he takes this one back for the pick six. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots tie things 10-10. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. He fields it from the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. We got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. The question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
Here we go. 12, 12, 12.
Walker on first down. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Jelani Tavai ranging in for the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Finds his man Chase. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. Third and 4 coming up now. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. There he goes on the right side. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now.
Ready?
They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go.
After the pick, here's Burrow again. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it'll be first down, Bengals. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They bring Higgins in motion left. On first down, here's Burrow. On target to his man Higgins. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They've got first down from the 31.
11, 90. Here we go.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Bengals football.
Their defense rattled.
They've got first down from the 31.
11, 11, 11.
To the ground with Walker. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Play action now. Burrow. This one's caught. It's Andrews near the sideline. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
On 1, ready?
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
11, 12.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Oh, no, they get him yet again. That is Marcus Jones. forget the interception. He makes this a pick-six touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running
Yep.
the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick-six as it's sent away. Starting at the 10. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They bring Higgins in motion left. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Completes this one to Chase. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Second and 3 now. They send the tight end in motion. This is Walker on second. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
On 2.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Gets this one to Andrews. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here we go. Here we go.
They've got a man in motion. From the 47. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
All plays on the table here for third and 3.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Walker hauls it in. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Looking to throw, Burrow. Finds him on the slant. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
All right, all set up now. First and 10. Burrow from the gun. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals now within one score in the fourth. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Time, focus. Go get that field goal.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Tight end going in motion here. To the air on first down, May. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air. It's May. That's incomplete left side. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. So they're left facing third and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And they're going to take over possession. They're out and set. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Let's show them the lead on offense.
Burrow setting up the play action. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
One of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving.
Throwing is Burrow. That's going to be caught by all. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals losing by 7. They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go.
All right, let's throw the clock here.
Here we go.
Putting a receiver in motion. First down, Burrow to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Motioning the tight end now. Setting up to pass. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Motioning left is their running back. Now to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, third and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Here he is to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. First and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Back to throw. This one taken in by Chase. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. He'll look to throw it. Into the hands of Walker. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Keep running it. Here we go.
Here's first and 10 from the 34.
11.
Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. The rookie from Georgia has it. And the Patriots make the play that should win them this game.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes, or simply take him off this field altogether.
Ball at the 33 for first down. A give to Mitchell, running left. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football.